Stepping on the pitch, feel the pulse in your veins. We run these lanes, breaking out the chains. Heartbeat sinks with the bounce of the bass. Every challenge met, we own this place. Eyes on the prize, we sprint with precision. No second guess, we're on a mission. When the whistle blows, you know we attack. No looking back, we're in beast mode, full impact. Feel the heat rise, adrenaline's high. We're the ones they fear under the spotlight. LAnimals, we them animals. Break the panels, follow this channel. Tough in tackles, cause big scrambles. Chats in a rabble, too hot to handle. When we thunder through, every rival falls behind. Sharper than claws, unleash state of mind. Hear the roar, echo crowds electrified. We own the night, in our turf we ride. For we charge, no pause in our stride. United pack, side by side. Fierce and proud, we set the example. Nothing can stop us. LAnimals, unstoppable. Go cannibals, sharp like mandibles. No group out there matching the LAnimals. We them animals, break the panels, follow this channel. Tough in tackles, cause big scrambles. Chats in a rabble, too hot to handle. Go candle, sharp like mandibles. No group out there matching the LAnimals.
All right, guys, welcome to the LAnimals podcast episode 2. Man, episode 1 was great. Got a lot of feedback from you guys, a lot of love. For not just for me, but for John, John was amazing. Shout out John. And we're gonna keep rolling. Got a lot of guests, but today's special guest, he's got the skills, the drive, and the passion for the game that we all love. But the real question is he the best Garcia? Stick around because we're about to find out. Welcome to the LAnimals show, David.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh.
What's up, guys? You know, regarding that question, I don't think there is a best Garcia. I think we all go out there at different times. We give it different hustles. We suck at different times. And eventually, once or twice of those goals go in, you know. But
We'll definitely dive into that. I definitely want to ask you more on just your entire family, the brothers and all that. But I think it's appropriate that we start off with Sunday Prem games. Both of our teams played. I think I'll start it out. Chelsea, very disappointing, but like they played without low energy. They played with very low energy. They just looked tired. They didn't look like they want to make that statement. They didn't have that hunger. Hopefully that changes. It's just game 1. We didn't lose. We got a point. But I did want to talk to you about your team. Arsenal fan. How long?
oof, I don't know. I've been struggling for a long time, ever since I can remember. Honestly, I can't remember a time I wasn't an Arsenal fan. I think 18, 19 was when I picked the team, and I just stuck through it, and I suffered through it. You know, Barca, same thing. I love Barca, but, sometimes they weren't the best years. And when you got a team, you just stick it through with them, you know?
So tell me, how today go? I mean, you guys got my boy who I was really hoping Chelsea get, Jokic. I mean, it didn't look too great, but from your view, hopefully a non-biased view, how did you see Arsenal? You guys got the 3 points. I mean, but tell me.
We took the dub, man. But if you saw my stress meter on my watch, that thing was full, that 95, 100 mark on there towards the end. United did their thing. I mean, they had Cunha up front. They had that other new guy up front as well from Brentford, and he had some good moves. We looked sketchy, but we pulled the win through. You saw it was that one corner kick that kind of crept in on them, man. That's all it took. Man.
Hey, like you said, you got the 3 points.
It looked like Man City looked good. It looked like Tottenham looked good. Who do you think are the front runners on this right now? I know we're just starting, but just who are your top 4?
It's just week 1, but you know who I really was looking at was City. Losing KDB. Is Haaland going to take that next step without him? They showed out. They looked good. I don't think Rodri even played. Did Rodri play?
No, he's injured.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. they surprised me. I mean, they were doing good. So, me again, a Chelsea fan. I do think we will wake up. I'm just hoping we wake up sooner than later. These are games that we should be winning, but at the end of the day, all these teams are fresh. Everyone has that hunger state. No one right now. Everyone is in the race. So technically, in the beginning of all seasons in all sports, no one knows that they're bad yet. That's a saying. No one knows that they're bad yet until later on. So everyone's gonna be
Yeah,
playing with that
Sunderland
high
did win
skill.
that first game.
Look at Sunderland. I mean, what 3-0? Fuck.
3-0, man,
3-0.
3-0.
They're up there. They're up there. I think they're second
Yeah.
place. They're
No, I
second.
think you're right on that. I think it's one of those things where every team starts off, at different paces, and it's
Yeah.
a consistency game. For the last what 3 seasons, Arsenal have looked good, have looked good, have looked good until that end moment, man. They just slip up a little bit, get their foot off the gas, and give it just enough. And City, man, I will say that. Last season, City was out of it, but City was literally just having fun and having a sloppy time, and they ended up in third place without even trying, third or fourth place, without even trying, man. So we always got to be careful with those fuckers. Oh,
Yeah.
see
No,
that?
you're hey, you're good. You're good. We're not getting paid, so
All
don't
right, all right, all right. I ain't
fuck
trying
them.
to cancel it before it even gets started.
No, no. I mean, again, everyone's hungry right now, and a lot of teams improved in their own way, and there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time. It's just game one, so we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see that. But let's just get into it. Lanimals, the Lanimals podcast, the Lanimals group. I'm gonna ask every guest, what is your input on this group that I just brought in to all of us in a way?
I think it's awesome, man. I think it brings a lot of engagement to everybody else. I mean, when we started, things were a little sloppy, and we've been playing pickup soccer for years and years. It's just there's a way of organizing things, and once you get organized you can grow, but without that first organization step, it's just a whole bunch of guys meeting up at the same time, just to kick a ball around. But I think it's awesome, man. I think it brings engagement, and I think something that this group brings is the banter, the fun with it. Half the reason the guys go out is for the fun, half the reason is for the banter, because I don't know if it's for the soccer. We all suck at soccer.
I don't know about you guys. I'm getting up there. My
We're
skills getting
getting
up
up there.
there.
We kick the ball around.
but
No,
but
I think it's awesome though.
yeah, no. So on that topic, I mean, how long? I mean, I know you and your brothers and the core people in the group. Again, I'm more newer, about to hit a year. How long have you guys in a group been together? Like, who's the OGs?
Oof. OGs. OG people I remember playing with were at Pelican Soccer Field in 2010. I
Okay.
remember the likes of George, Angry George. You guys know a name. You guys see the meme out there, but he is a person. We got George. We had Christian. We had Gustavo, Kelvin, some other older guys that you guys may not have seen around anymore, but those are the OGs. And then Angelo, of course. Angelo's up in that mix as well. But 2010, man, what is that? 15 years?
A long time ago.
15 years of pickup.
That's 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 insane, man. I mean, you guys, you know, I take it for granted. Me coming into this group, you guys were all like just cool. You guys all know each other, and at the end of the day, yeah, it's very toxic in a friendly environment, but it's also very welcoming. As soon as you get past like that brick wall, and you're kind of accepted, your family, you get into the future jokes. Everyone's getting in on each other, and it's never just the new people. The other day, what everyone's making fun of Will, so it just keeps going, and it's definitely a fresh vibe. And again, I'm very happy with all you guys really taking me in. I know someone who doesn't play soccer normally, you know, not to be in a bad mental, but like if back in the day, if someone was like really trash at basketball or something, I'm like, I don't want to play with them. It's so for you guys to bring that with me, it's amazing. But so again, I do want to get your input, other people's input on just Lanimals in general. Like, do you see maybe what I'm seeing? Like, do you see where we could go with this? I feel like this is like something that's just starting that we could definitely grow. It's not just a me thing, but I think all of us could make this better.
No, I think you're 100% right, man. I think it's one of those things where, right now we started at first, it was what, 22 players where we maxed out at, and then we grew up to 28, then 32, then 36. And eventually we could continue multiplying. It's not a full rocket science. If we ever need to, we can do, other days where maybe we don't attend, but other people that are going to be able to attend will. At the end of the day, it's not for us, but it's for the group that we got to do things. And then I feel like it gives people a place, like you said, when you come into a group and you're not exactly the best at the sport or the best at something, you don't exactly always feel like you're welcomed. But this group does a pretty good job of everybody's pretty humble. Everybody humble brags. Everybody brags on other people. We got softest competition. So as long as you're not the softest guy, you're pretty good. So I think this group has potential to grow, like in a way that just can help out a lot of guys as well, and women if they ever decide, if we don't lose another one.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to bring more females to the group. And again, this is something that can branch out to those other females. And I was looking into kickball leagues as well, just to branch out, brings more people. But there's endless opportunities, definitely. So, but what I did want to get with you is just like your soccer passion. So you said you've been playing together for 15 years. I'm assuming everyone when they're younger, whoever's in sports, whatever it's basketball, football, soccer, whatever, their goal is I want to make it to the big leagues. Were you ever at that point, like when you were younger? Did something derail you, injuries, or you just didn't? You felt like you couldn't find the path to be as good as you wanted to be.
Nah, honestly, I didn't start playing football or soccer till I was 17, 16,
Oh
17
wow.
years old. So I was a late bloomer in the soccer field, and I actually played football beforehand, and everybody
Okay.
kept growing and I didn't, and I'm like, this might not be for me, dog. Like, I can catch, I can run, but them hits, you play Dunbar and them hits hurt, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so that moved me over, and that's when I started soccer. And soccer has just always been a passion. It's been a life. You watch the games, you play, you try to improve. There have been times where I've been injured. I had my own injury. I know you had quite a setback with your back. I had my own injury about 4 years ago where I rolled over one of the work vehicles, and it set me back quite a bit. I had a punctured lung.
Damn.
I had a smashed nose. I had a hematoma, which left my ear just constantly bleeding. It took me quite a while. It left me with a seizure. They took my license, the bastards. But it made me pretty salty. And soccer was initially, it got taken away from me. And then after I was able to start playing again, it was like a release, man. It was something that I was able to use my frustrations on soccer and then focus on soccer to improve myself and see where my body stands, and see it bounce back. And it was a wonderful thing to be able to see it bounce back from not being able to run to finally being able to jog around the field without being pain, man.
Oh no, brother, you're a beast. 4 years ago, and look at you now. I mean, no homo, but you look amazing. You're out there running. You're out there lifting. I mean, that's strong will. That's strong will. A lot of people will give up, and let's be honest. With my own injury, I had the worst 2 years mentally of saying, "Man, my life's over. I'm giving up mentally." And soccer reborn that. So that's just kudos to you. At the end of the day, kudos to you. You're still doing it. Hopefully, you're still out there, and we're gonna keep doing it for years to come, in good health. So how old are you?
I'm 32, man. I'm not
32. So
exactly as
28.
young
Okay.
as I seem, man. I'm 32. But I did want to ask you the same question, as far as the athleticism. Like, I see you're a big guy. You've clearly been in shape before. At some point, there was a time where you knew your things. What levels were you at? Like, did you play like college ball, or were you like a street hooligan the same way we are? We just go out there, have some fun, but the sport was in your life.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I've pretty much mainly basketball and football, uh, just constantly, constantly. Now, obviously, I'm older. I'm 35, back up in New Jersey. uh, wasn't given a chance to play high school ball, and the reason why is because it was racism. It wasn't black, and the teacher even told me that straight up, and I was like, damn, that sucked. But there was a league out there called Don Bosco. Tried out with them, just playing a lot of street ball, and then I got my chance in college. Then that's when my injuries started happening. I had a bad, my whole left side that really got fucked up. It started with my left shoulder, and I broke my right hand, and my left knee and left ankle. Just it kept going, injury after injury after injury, and then I ultimately moved to Florida, which the goal was to go play for FGCU at the time, and then again another injury. So I know, there's always a lot of stories of people who claim injuries, but for people who know me in the past, they know that I had really the skill to do something. And when that whole college thing got shot, I continued college, got my bachelor's and all that, but obviously I didn't get to play. But then, with the time while I already moved here, there's a Puerto Rican basketball coach who lives here in Cape Coral, and he saw me play. He's like, "Man, you're big, but you play small." So because normally if you see someone like me, you would think I'm playing like center or something, but no, I play more like a guard. And
Hmm.
he brought me out to Puerto Rico, do tryouts and all that. Long story short, I was given the option to go play, which that would, that's considered pro basketball, but I didn't do it just because of money wise. I mean, as much as I wanted to go do that, to go live a dream that I've always wanted, I had to look down the road. I had to accept the fact that I know that I'm injury prone. And if I was to get rid of my career at here to go follow a dream, I can derail everything and then just it wouldn't be good down the road. So, but no, sport. I mean, you see me out there. I'm very
Hmm.
competitive,
You're
even though,
competitive. You're vocal. You get
even though
out
I'm
there.
trash, I'm gonna talk out there like I'm the best one. That's just my nature. And yeah, the vocal thing is just I've always been a captain and a leader on the court, on the field. I'm always doing call outs. That's just something I always see uh, when you're in that higher level. If you ever played a higher level sports, it's communication. So if you see
Hmm.
someone who's over communicating, you know that they've played at some sort of level in any sport. But yeah, no, I'm very competitive. That's You could bring out a chessboard and I'm gonna put 500 on it. Yeah,
I think that's part
I'm
of the
not good with
LAnimals
chess.
blood,
I'm
man.
not good with chess, but I'll put 500 on
That's
it.
LAnimals blood right there, man.
That is, brother. That is. Uh,
So, what do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
I work for 7-Eleven.
No, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
Stop
I'm gonna blow
sign.
your cover.
Stop sign.
Red card.
What's stop sign?
Uh huh. Stop sign.
I don't know if you get that meme.
No,
Someone
I
out
know
there,
that meme. I
someone
know
out there
that
will get
meme.
that meme.
No,
No, I don't do 7-Eleven. I mean, listen, that's what the whole group is. It's just the
it's
whole
just banter.
persona and just fucking around. But no, I manage a security business. So
Okay.
a lot, like security guard services and gated communities and stuff like that. So I've been the manager for like 11 years now, and just in this area. Uh, so a lot of my work is at home, just chilling. I'm on the road a lot as well, but uh, that's what gives me the time. I'm a really good multitasker. So this is what gives me the time that LAnimals got born. I was like, oh, the whole time when me and Tony first came on board, I'm like, oh man, this is just so unprofessional. It probably take maybe 30 more minutes of someone's time to just put this together, and things will run so much smoother.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. We're running organized pickup now.
No, man, I do got to say that on behalf of all the guys, we want to say thank you. It's been one of those
The
things
group
that it's
effort.
just helped along the way. It's helped the group out. It's helped us grow together a little bit closer, have a little bit more fun, be a little bit more competitive at the end of the game. Let's
Yes.
be honest, this new three game with points, it
Many
makes it
leagues.
fun, man.
Yeah.
It makes it fun. And then one day down the road, we've thrown out the idea of the mini leagues. We see how we could fill those in. And it's tough because not always you'll have the same people that'll come in and out. So that could take the balance out of the teams. But,
Yeah,
we'll
no.
find a way.
That's the whole thing that I like about it is just, it's pickup, it's organized, everyone's coming out there to have fun, no dirty play. but this gives it that competitive edge that's pushing people a little bit. The ceremony, the votes we're doing, that's pushing people. Be like, oh, okay, these people think I'm suck or something. Let me go an extra level, you know. So just it makes things better. And honestly, I think past when November hits and we do the awards, I'm gonna buy like little awards for everybody, for all the categories. It's gonna be dope. And I think next year we're just gonna it's gonna grow, man. I've been reaching out to a lot of people for sponsors, trying to take this shit serious. So again, that's why the podcast is for, the Instagram, the Twitch, all of that. So I could just have that more in the our portfolio, and maybe one day we'll get a sponsor, and then it'll just be better down the road, man.
I think that's excellent, man. I think that's a great growth plan. At the end of the day, it's half having fun and half, finding ways to make it work. And I think we're doing that well.
For sure, for sure. So let's go into my intro. The intro. Is he the best Garcia? So before I get your input, what are the ages? Who's the oldest? Who's the youngest? Like, how's it going?
So we're all exactly 5 years apart.
Oh,
Gustavo is 36. Not exactly. I'm 32, but um,
yeah.
31 actually turning 32. So
Okay.
it is on that par. Manny is 28 and Joey is 22. So we're all about 5 years apart. And growing up, man, it was soccer fest all day in the house, out on the street, in the garage, in the backyard. If there was something on the floor, that wasn't just something on the floor, that
That's a
became a
ball.
soccer ball. We used disc, we used balls, we used whatever was on the floor just to kick around and just have some fun. So being on Garcia, you just learn to be competitive. There was so much banter at home, so much, hey, you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing that. I don't know, you've played with Manny, but Manny is a very physical player. He will slide tackle both your legs out in a minute. And that's I
Thankfully, not
think that's
anymore.
why Joey's so good. I think technical wise, Joey is the best. He's got the most technique out of all of us. He's got that college professionalism, and they made him run, so he does have to run out there on the field as well. If you're talking straight skill, I'd have to give it to Goose. I don't know what he does, what Santeria is in that belly, if he runs on that 93 premium in that belly, but the motherfucker could execute. He's somebody that can move the ball, he can shoot. I think I'm just a workhorse. If I wasn't a workhorse, I don't think I would have the skill that I have. I just run and chase, and I'm a happy chaser. I'm a happy camper. I'm running around. And Manny's out there having fun, man. Manny loves playing defense. He's like you, he's a great communicator. He enjoys just being out there and hanging out with the guys, whether he wins and loses. So I don't think there's a best Garcia. I think there's just a different version of all of us that we all get to see out there.
No, exactly what you said is what I see on my end. I'm a four brother household as well. I'm the youngest, so and not to brag, I would say I'm the best out of all my brothers as well. And it's not a thing. It's like Joey, you got a more head start. You got that more experience from your older brothers. You know where to, more guidance and stuff like that. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. Not to ruin future episodes, but I do have Manny and Joey lined up. Maybe I can
Ooh.
get Gus coming too. So since I'm gonna have all four Garcias, I do want you guys to put in an order, 1 to 4. This is our group. We banter. We shit talk. Let's put it. Let's put it. Put it on paper.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Let's see
Oof.
it, David.
All
One to
right.
four.
So current right now, in current form, I would say it would be Joey, top of the list. Obviously he's got the goals, he's got the banters, physicality. There's some room to work with right there. Um, I think I'll put myself second. I love Goose. I know he's a goal scorer, but right now, I definitely feel like I'm in my form again. I've
Okay.
been able to move. I've been able to shoot. I've been able to hit my no sorry bro shots.
Sorry, bro.
Then I'd put Goose in third place. He's definitely a baller at the same time. And then Manny's just coming back from injury. I'd put him in fourth.
Okay, listen, that's good. That's good because I'm not sure. I don't want to ruin it because I have a lot of people who did message me. I think I want to have Manny next because I think Joey wanted to jump on board, but I told him, spend a little bit more time in New York so then we could talk more about New York. So, but definitely want to get the input of the whole brothers. Where do you
That's
guys
messed
see
up,
each
man.
other?
That's gonna build a little. That's gonna build a little tension at
Hey,
the
Chris.
Garcia
Hey,
household, man.
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving time is gonna be more fun now. You
Yeah,
know.
somebody's gonna get slit tackled, and they're gonna say it's because of Memo, man. It's because Memo
Oh
put you in
man.
second place.
But no, but I will give my rankings of you guys for after I do all the podcasts. But I do want to piggyback with what you said. A lot of people are seeing you taking that step. You're playing strong. A lot of people give a lot of shit for Garcia's not passing. I think you're probably the best passer out of the four. You have those crazy angle shots. That's actually when I first started playing. I remember you hitting one of those shots on me at Jim Jeffers. I was like, "Fuck," And I told Tony on the
Mm-hmm.
ride home, I'm like, "How the fuck did he make that?" Like,
Mm-hmm.
just one of those angle shots. That's your shot though. Uh,
I don't even aim, bro. I just say a little prayer, and I
just
think my
aim.
abuelita has prayed so many times for me that she just guides the way, bro. It's the shot just goes off, it leaves my foot, and then it just does its thing, man.
Hey, maybe I need to start doing that. I know my will. I got to be up there praying for me to get my first goal. So maybe I got to throw
So
some bangers out there.
we heard from Jonathan and from me, but what about from you? Who do you think are your top three players right there out there on the field right now?
On the field right now, you're oof. It's insane. It's insane. I mean, if I'm doing three best, that means what's going to be my ballot right now in November for the BDO. Ah, it's tough. It's tough because right now, I think if you remove Joey, which is unfair to Joey in a little bit, I'm going to make a case for Joey, even though he's gone for 3 months
Nah,
till
he's gone.
November.
But
But
he's gone, man.
he's still put in enough work. But I do think the votes are not going to reflect him. So removing him, I think Aaron and Brian are both going up and down. But really, I think I think John said, Case is strong, man. Case he plays usually box to box, which that's who I give credit to. And maybe I'm more biased because in basketball, I give credit to people who are considered two-way players. You play offense, you play defense. And he hustles, man. He hustles, and he's definitely, I think, the best striker out there. He can hit the ball hard with decent accuracy, a good movement. But there's still a lot of time left. Still a lot of time. But Case is up there. Aaron and Brian, those three, they're in there as well. I think Brian is slipping. Aaron was slipping. It's a lot of time, though. A lot of time. But again, how I have it in my head in November, when we do all the voting and give out the awards, I'm gonna say something regarding to everyone. So, but my vote's still open. My vote's still open.
Now let's flip that around. Lowest three softest players.
Ooh, softest or just worst
Needs
players?
improvement, softest players.
Needs improvement. Okay. Listen, I talk the most shit, so I don't care about putting shit up front. I'm very blunt. So when I won't say these are the three worst players, I would say let's flip it. So I would say the most inconsistent players because like there's players obviously that are way better than others, but they just don't show it. Either they don't have the heart. I would let's see. I'm gonna have to say Pablito, Franco, and Vadim. Now,
Ooh,
listen to those
all three
three.
players with exceptional skill, man. That's crazy
Listen,
to hear.
listen. Those three. From what I've seen, I can see that they should be taking over the park. They should have the skills to go out and do everything. Hey, Baba. Wait, let me get her out real
Oh,
quick.
no, you're fine.
Go, Baba. Go, mommy. All right, back. But yeah, no, those three are like they should be cooking. They should be cooking. They have the skills. I don't know if it's just because it's pickup, they don't want to go all out or something. But I'm from, I don't know if it's just like an era thing or from how my competitiveness is, man, like show your dominance, show you're good. If you're good, yeah, there's times where you should play laid back, give others a chance. Uh, but when it's time to turn it on, you should be able to turn it on then. And it's good. It's a good point bringing this up, and this is why I love coming out to play with you guys because for the past years before my injury, I wasn't having fun playing basketball anymore. Uh, and it might sound like I'm overconfident, cocky, but I'm so big, and I know that my talent is so high that I can't play for real at the parks. Because if I play for real, then it's not fair. I'm just going to easily score and stuff like that. But now that I come to play soccer, I know I'm the worst one. I can play my heart out, and I'm having a blast. So, but those three players, they just seem very inconsistent, and I know that if they were to like dig in, they can lock up and be like the best ones out there.
And I think you bring a really good point to that, because one of the reasons I love this group and I love this game is, everybody's out there with the intention to go hard, but nobody's out there with the intention to hurt anybody. We're all out there under the understanding that we all work tomorrow, man. None of us
Exactly.
are professionals. We all have to work tomorrow. It is why we have the no slide tackle rule, you know, because at the end of the day, you might feel like, you could get to that ball, but you end up breaking somebody's leg or something like that. But back to my point is everybody's, going ham out there. And that's fun, man. It's
It
competitive like
is.
that. And then when you get some guys that just don't bring that same level of competitiveness, it is a team sport and the whole team feels that. When you see
Exactly.
somebody not chase a ball down, you may hear me yell at you, go off on you. You may hear Johnny go off on you if your name is Jonaldinho, but it's one of those things where we're all on the field. So if you just book the long sprint up, you want to see somebody else hustle and fill in that spot or run with you, or not just leave a foot out and let somebody just run right by them and score those goals. I
Exactly.
think that consistency is the reason most of the top guys shine. Is because when they're out there, they give it their hustles. You got your Daniel, man. Daniel's a hustler. Last Thursday, he exposed my age. He cooked me. I got left out there, and Gustavo and Manny left the banter because he did cook me. He scored on me. You got Yarol, who's another one that he just runs all day, man. You could chase him down all day. You could take the ball from him. You could do your play on him, but he's just like a little ankle biter. He's just gonna
Yeah.
be right there,
Hey,
right back on you, man.
listen, you guys. Hey, you guys are small to me, obviously, but you guys play strong too. It's not no. Oh, I'm gonna tip you over so easy.
Hmm.
I'm very impressed with all you guys being, shorter stature compared to me, and you guys still play tough though. I love it. I love that nature. Um, but yeah, no, the whole team morale thing, it can suck. But you got to just have that mentality. Next play, that play's over. Let's get back on defense. It starts all over. Yeah, people are going to complain. It happens. It's a team sports game. Professionals do it all the time. If you do a bad pass or something, they're either going to say, "Oh, it's my fault," or they're going to complain like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But when that play's done, you're on to the next play, and you just got to keep moving.
Yep,
So
and when the game is done, the game is done. And high fives
exactly,
all around, and next Tuesday we'll see each other again for another round with different groups of people.
for sure, for sure. Oh man. So besides Lanimals, I did want to know because you're always late, right? You always say you're working. What are you doing? What do you do for work?
I am a service manager for a lawn care service. So they do like fertilizer, weed control, insecticide, fumigation, stuff like that. I am the title holder, or the holder for the license, the applicator's license.
Okay.
So basically, the guys work using my license to apply their chemicals and fertilizers and all that. So I can't leave the shop
Yo,
until
yo.
everybody's out of the shop. So
Hmm.
sometimes it's late days, sometimes it's days from 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, all the way to 7 at night. But it pays my bills, man.
Hey, the fines are they're stacking up. The fines, man. Those late
I
fines.
know, man. I know, man. There's times where it's like 7:15, but that just shows the dedication. How much you really, really guys sacrifice to go out there. You guys like, Pablo, who I know he's got quite a far drive. You drive all the way from Lehigh.
Yeah,
I think Yarol as well drives out from Lehigh. So a lot of guys are dedicated to making it out there because that's our 1.5 hours of fun out there 2 times a week. That's our time to shine out there.
yeah. It's an escape from the real world. It's a stress reliever, and again, hopefully, we keep this going for a long, long time, man.
Yeah, but yeah, back to the job thing. Yeah, I'm just a service manager, boring office work, not really anything exciting, just sitting around. So this brings a lot of excitement to me.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. All right. I mean, we've been talking now for 35 minutes. I mean, is there anything else
Oof.
you wanna address? Any questions you want to ask me? What's up?
Nah, I don't think I got anything else. I just want to, continue to say I hope this continues to go well. These podcasts are a great idea to show some engagement, show another face of the group, show the different faces of the group as
Yeah.
well. And I just thank you, man. Thank you for getting us engaged like this, letting us have our fun like this, taking this off Julio's hands. He no longer wanted to do it. But I will say, to his credit, he did want a little some kudos, but I will say Julio stepped up for us for a long time before you showed up, as
Shout out
well.
Julio.
Yeah, to break a couple ankles and break a couple knees when people didn't want to pay up or when people brought too many people over. So shout out Julio. I got you, dog. I always talk my shit because you're the softest in the group, but it's all tough
Hey,
love, man.
Julio, you got to come on, man. You got to come on. There's a lot of people. Listen, this is the whole thing for this. Everything is banter in the chat. Everything's more in the comedy side. This is more of the real side. Let people know the real Julio. Let everybody know the real me, the real David. It's just a different side. I know a lot of people can possibly be shy to get on the camera or shy talking. But look, this is a new thing with me too. I've never done a podcast before, but we're here, we're growing, and we just learn from each other, and that's it, man.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, with that, man, I hope you have a good rest of your week. I will see you Tuesday out there. Hopefully not late, but probably will.
Appreciate you, brother. I'll see you Tuesday.
See you, man. Bye.
LANIMALS, LAnimals.